Joanna. I have nothing against her. My problem was with my canoe, Victory. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna cry. There was a little part of me hoping that I would be chosen as the guest. And in all honesty, our values didn't align. It was quite saddening. Thank you, Biggie. That was the best.
I think we just witnessed someone go through public heartbreak and heal from it. However, she was warned about this canoe, wasn't she? Plus, she now reveals that she likes someone in the same house. Wait, oh!
I want to take out whatever is happening in the outside world. I don't want that to affect me. I'm going to do what I have to do and put out myself with my therapist.
Did Bright Morgan just ask Big Brother if it was okay to cheat, or is this a game plan? This episode will be long. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking the Big Brother Naija show season 10, 10/10, no zero, no minus, 10 over bad blows, 10 over love, 10 over drama, 10 over everything in between. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're very new here, you're welcome to my channel where we talk Big Brother and every other thing interesting. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do well to subscribe, and of course drop your comments on the conversation. Let us talk. Today's diary session is one diary session that I have been waiting for, especially when it comes to Gigi Jasmine. I really wanted to hear what she has to say, as well as Victory, because these people have been one of the people that have determined the tempo in the house. However, before I talk about Gigi Jasmine, let's talk about some of the other diary sessions that caught my attention before we get to Gigi Jasmine. I would like to start with Bright Morgan. So today, guys, today I saw Bright Morgan. He broke down earlier before the diary session started, and I saw his friend Mide, consoling him and all of that. Before that, if you've been watching the show, you know that Mide and Bright Morgan have a relationship, like they talk to each other, while Mide is friends with Dede and Bright Morgan is friends with Victory. These guys found themselves as friends of the opposite sex, right? And as of yesterday, their conversation was just going, last night, their conversation was just going like this, to the point where Bright Morgan was like, tell me about your love life. I was like, because Mide was asking him, okay, tell me about your spec, and then he says it, and then it was like, you was like, bros, calm down, and then he asked Mide, tell me about your spec, and she answers as well, right? And then next thing I'm hearing, tell me about your love life. Then Big Brother or Coyote, he carries the camera to somebody else, right? Now today I'm seeing that Bright Morgan is breaking down about the whole fight that he had yesterday, as well as every other emotions that he might be going through. And then Mide was there to like console him. Coyote takes the camera away after Mide hugs him and then takes the camera away. Next thing I'm seeing Mide on his lap, still hugging him, like trying to console the guy. I was like, okay. It was now time for Bright Morgan's diary session. Bright Morgan was now talking about the fact that, the whole house can be overwhelming. What you think you know, by the time you get into the house, it might be different. And that one thing he has come to realize is the fact that you cannot play the game on your own. Like, you come in alone and you want to win the game, but while you are at it, right, you will need somebody to talk to. And he has found his therapist. That is in the person of Mide. No problem. He talks about every other thing, then comes back. But Big Brother says, do you have any other thing to say? He says, yes. Big Brother, I need your advice. I say, advice on what? I know I'm not Big Brother, but advice on what? He says, so Big Brother, I know that I have a relationship outside, but somehow I think I am starting to get drawn to my therapist, who is also my friend, who is also in the person of Mide. And now, because I have somebody outside, I don't know if it would be right to now make a move on this girl, because I think I am starting to get fond of Mide. Remember that I was like, Bright Morgan, when you were coming to the show, you told Ebuka, you say, Ebuka, I have love outside. I have love from where I'm coming from. I have a relationship. How is it now you're asking Big Brother this kind of questions? So Big Brother now said, okay, so what do you want to do? He says, maybe I will just forget about the things that I have outside and then focus on the one I have here. And then I was like, Bright Morgan, did you just tell the whole world that you want to cheat? Or let me understand what you're trying to say. And he was like, I'm just going to be myself. I'm just going to play my game. The moment he said that, I was like, okay. I think that somehow this guy may have thought about it and said, I am probably too calm for this game and I need to like spice things up. Remember, when he came on the show, before he came into the house, he told Ebuka that he has a way of making people do the things that he wants, right? We kept that aside. So I'm thinking that this guy is saying, oh, I think maybe if I quickly get into a ship like every other person, because there has been narrative about ships and all of that, the conversation has just been going around and these people have been talking. Just maybe, right? It will stir up conversation and probably keep me in the game, because I don't know how somebody who confidently came and said I have love outside will now come inside and say I found love inside. However, I also remember that Ibuka used to say something. He would say that if you have a relationship outside, you're coming into the house, I don't know about your relationship by the time you go outside. Like, he has taken the grace of God for married people that have been on the show to say, okay, they will just focus on the game and, you know, not get distracted by the opposite sex. Because we're talking about somebody who is spending the entire time with you. You're talking about somebody who is in your face 24/7, no distractions, you can't call your family members, you're not working, you're just focused on that person and then every other thing that's happening in that community. In summary, that is even your reality. So seeing Brad Morgan ask these questions, I was like, okay, no problem. I don't want to come back to the reunion I've been hearing, so when I go out of the house, I make things up with my girlfriend and all of that. The good thing here is that Brad Morgan said that Mide knows that he has something outside, like he has a relationship going on outside, he has somebody outside. So now I do not now know if he reveals that he likes her more than normal like for friendship, if she would say okay, yes, or if she would go with the flow as well. I'm not sure about it. I mean, Mide comes to me as somebody who is really calm and would not want to get into all of that drama. Hence, she left the whole Isabella and Kaikumi situation. However, I would like to know what you think about this whole Bright Morgan dynamic. I don't know, do you think he's been sincere? Do you think he has really found love with Mide? Do you think he's about to play a game? I would like to know in the comment section. I mean, we also had other diary sessions. Another one that did strike me, talking about love again, will be that of Kola, who was talking to Big Brother about the fact that he had been accused of doing too much.
Dede's a wonderful person. I'm getting fond of her. She's a very beautiful lady.
Now, we all know that this guy has said that he's attracted to this lady called Dede. And so while he was saying, oh, I don't know why people are saying I'm doing too much, I'm a lover boy, Big Brother asked a question. Big Brother said, so now that people are accusing you, do you even think that this lady that you are claiming that you have affection for or you're attracted to is not playing you? And I was like, hey, God, if she's playing me, I really feel bad about it. However, I still really like the girl. I mean, I've been watching Dede. Remember I said it in one of my episodes. I said that this girl is an underdog. She's playing a game. She knows how to get what she wants and she's playing it well. I mean, I've seen her in a small space with the likes of Jason J. I've seen her in that small, is it Keke Napep now? Yes, that small Keke Napep outside the garden with Coin. I've seen her in that same Keke Napep with Kola. So saying that she's playing a game and he doesn't want to believe that she may be playing a game might be detrimental. One thing is, however, certain. The fact that this lady has said that she has a relationship outside, and Kola himself has known that, okay, this lady has a relationship outside, and he has decided that, okay, he still wants to pursue her. He's arguing that Dede is the only lady he's attracted to as at now. But let's keep that aside. He also said that, you know, he apologized to Doris about probably leading her on, that's somebody that he sees as a friend and nothing more. However, I don't think that Doris is still looking at him like that until she probably gets into her own ship or gets really busy. In the words of our mama, Big Soso, she says, nobody owns anybody in the house. Nobody's married to anybody. She did not attend anybody's wedding ceremony. So people should not forget that this is a game. Now, talking about the game, let's talk about the elephants in the room.
My canoe, he's not a nice person to me, and it really hurt my feelings. And to be honest, yeah. Oh, that iceberg hit. Oh, Biggie, the iceberg hit.
I won't lie. First of all, the moment Gigi's name was called, I was like, yes, I really want to hear what this girl has to say. Damn it, yes. So this lady was so excited that she forgot to ring the bell before she got into the diary room. So Big Brother had to first of all tell her, baby, go outside, you know, go and knock the door. So she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. She goes outside. I'm like, this girl is so sweet. She hits the bell and then goes inside. And then Big Brother was like, okay, how are you doing today? She was like, I'm good today. I'm in high spirits. I mean, I'm not going to cry. But she looks at the box of tissues and she's like, Big Brother, this tissue might finish in my eye today. So Big Brother now asked her about our whole situation with Victory. And she was like, Big Brother, the canoe has sunk. There has been a sincere, a big, a deep, a gigantic shipwreck. There was an iceberg and the iceberg was able to like penetrate through the canoe, and now we are all down, like everybody is all about their business. And then she now said that she, even if, you know, the canoe did sink, she really did not expect the Keno to sing the way it did, and that she didn't really expect that Victory, the person of Victory, would treat her the way he has. Now, first off, she realized that he didn't pick her as his house guest. So when that happened, she was like, oh, well and good. I guess all's well that ends well. And then she told Big Brother she was not going to cry about it. And I looked at her really. I mean, while she was narrating her story, right, she kind of like had a bit of shaky voice. Didn't really cry much about it. And then she moved on. That was when she now revealed that she has a son.
I'm here because you have a nephew, my son. His name is Elliot.
You know, of all things, I didn't know that about Gigi Jasmine, and I feel like this particular point, when you are at your lowest, you begin to realize or begin to remember the things that really does matter. And I think that for her, what has given her strength is the fact that she said that she has a son who is going to be looking up to her. She has a purpose that she has realized as of now. I mean, talking about the wager, they have a wager where they have a competition with two teams, talking about plant-based meals and meat-based meals, right? And these guys have been racking their brains and reading about it. And looking at Gigi Jasmine, she's quite an intellectual. She's somebody that looks like she loves books, she loves history. So seeing that she's doing that, she says that that has given her a different approach to life. She sees that she's more than just having a relationship and all of that. Let's not just forget that, you know, when Gigi Jasmine was coming to the house, she said categorically that she would be very open to having a relationship. Hence, her going into that relationship with Victory. However, it ended the way it did end. So she was talking about the fact that she feels alive now. She was talking about the fact that, okay, she's moving on. So Big Brother was not like, okay, you're moving on, I'm happy about that, right? But you think that you'll probably be getting into another ship, a canoe or a yacht anytime soon? And then she said she doesn't think so. However, she would love to win head of house. Big Brother said, okay, so if you now win head of house now, who would you want to be in the house with you? So she said, okay, she has the likes of Brad Morgan, who is a French, might borrow him, or Tega, or Sultana, or Sabrina. Then Big Brother said, okay, is that all? She now says, okay, so if she peradventure wants to get into a ship, first of all, her answer is no. But if she wants to get into a ship, she will be going with the very first head of house, who she did like.
Vicky, stop.
I was like, Gigi Jasmine. Jason J. Wahoo! I mean, I couldn't have thought, because she's like very sweet to everybody. She really loves everybody. She's very affectionate towards a lot of people in the house. So I wouldn't have thought that she probably would have had a little bit of affection or a higher affection for the guy called Jason J. And I was like, wow. This girl was just blushing all through, and Big Girl was like, okay, oh, if you say that there will be no ship till the end of the time that you are in my house, no problem, but I wish you the very best. So Big Brother goes on to remind her of how strong she is as a player, and she stay like focused on her game, and this girl starts to cry. I think that sometimes I love the way she does have a conversation, like the way she usually talks. Like she talks in, she talks out, she's with the tissue, she's all over the place. Yes, she's quite intellectual, and I really just like wish her all the best. Again, I would like to say this from what Big Soso said today. Nobody owns anybody. You could be lucky to find love in the house, and that's all well and good. But you know, you are still confined in a space. And first of all, the possibility of you finding love or the possibility of you being attracted to somebody in the same space as you is very high. However, the moment you are now released into the world, like you go back outside and you can interact with other people, then you are not able to like prioritize and say, oh, I think I want to go with this person, or I think I want to go with that person. But as of now, if you are in a confined space, your level of reasoning, your level of options will be a bit limited. But my mom would say, if you know, you know. Anyways, let me know what you think about the whole Gigi and Victory situation in the comment section. I really would not give an entire let's say reaction to what Gigi says, because Victory has not said anything. But watching Victory so far, I have noticed that he has refused to have a conversation about it. Culture, while he was having his diary session, said he was still going to go and talk to Victory to say, guy, this lady has been crying because of you and all of that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that these guys do not kind of turn this to Love Island. However, I would say that the energy in the house is still very high and everything is still very much interesting. Again, I would like to know what you think about all I have said in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe and of course drop your comments right there in the comment section. Till next time, remember to enjoy every moment. Bye.